Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Joe Nicasio, your business mentor. Today we're going to talk about 12 secrets to building trust in an untrusting world. They say that, we buy from people that we know, like, and trust and feel safe with, okay? And the problem is, we're going to talk about that. So I'm going to share with you 12 secrets to building trust in an untrusting world. So in this world, there was nothing scarier than trusting someone, but there's also nothing more rewarding. When we can't trust people, we always have to look over our back. But when we can trust people, it can really feel us like we've lightened our load. Other people are helping us. We're not in this path alone. Every Jesus every Jesus is guaranteed at least one Judas. Okay. And so, you got to trust your team, even though some people will let you down. You can't look at the world that way. You got to look at the reward on the other side. So, without trust, your foundation is weak. You can't build a business. You can't build a life. You can't build a family without trust. Without trust, it's like the weak link in the chain where everything can really fall apart. And when trust is broken, relationships and organization fall apart. And there really is an epidemic of distrust in the world today. It's really sad, but we've all spent money on people that made promise to us and they didn't deliver. And so, sometimes somebody comes along. I'm a business coach and I can deliver to my clients, but so many people have been burned before that there's this epidemic of distrust that stops people from gaining the good. Shakespeare said, our doubts are our traitors and make us lose the good we oft win by failing to attempt. And a lot of people don't attempt. They don't hire you because they have that seed of doubt. And, the bottom line is no trust equals no sale. If customers don't trust you, they're not going to buy from you. And so much can be accomplished when we have people we can trust. So much more could be, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go alone. But if you want to go, work with a team. Work with a team. You can get more done. It might be a little slower, but you can accomplish so much more. And with trust, we can build our business solidly. We can build our organization solidly. When you've got a team of people that trust each other, that's something you can actually build on. I've made $1 million, lost everything, and one of the things I realized is after I lost everything, the one thing that you can do is you can, if you build, even in the massive destruction, you can rebuild based on your word and your ability to make a promise and keep a promise. It's really important. When people can trust you, when you can trust others, you can build solidly. And trust really means everything for you and for your business. When how powerful is it that you don't have to do everything yourself. First level entrepreneurship is, if it is to be, it's up to me. In order to do things right, you got to do it yourself. But second level, that true level of growth is, realizing my success, your success depends on the support of others. And you can only do so much if you try and do it all. There is no such thing as a self-made millionaire. The only millionaires I know are team-made. So it's really important. Trust creates loyalty. When you live your word, trust creates loyalty. So let's get into it. Let's talk about 12 secrets for building trust in an untrusting world. Number one is be true to your word. Honor your commitments. Your word, a lot of people, they give their, talk isn't cheap, but people, cheapen talk. So, be your word. Be true to your word. If you say something, make commitments, keep commitments, and don't make promises you can't keep. Learn how to say no. If you really can't get it done, or get it done on time, or get it done as promised, say no. Only make promises you can keep. If you can't make a promise, if you can't keep a promise, don't make it in the first place. So first secret is be true to your word. Second one here is communicate effectively. Fast talking salespeople we don't trust because they're making all these promises, but they're just telling us what we want to hear versus really effectively bonding. A contract is a meeting of the minds, and that means communicating effectively. So be clear about your commitments. Always get clear next steps and by when. That's what leaders do, is they're very good at connecting with others. Number three is build trust gradually. You know, if you hire somebody, don't give them the keys to the vault on day one. Take little baby steps. Trust isn't automatic; it's earned. Don't expect too much too soon. So, build trust gradually. Build trust over time. The next one here is make decisions carefully. Think before you commit. And is it on purpose or is it off purpose? You got to learn to say no to things that are not on your purpose or part of your journey. you know so think before committing. Be organized so you can honor your commitments. If you make commitments, we tend to judge others by their actions, but we tend to judge ourselves by our intentions. We have this lower standard for ourselves. But be organized so that you can actually keep your commitments and have the courage to say no. Next one is be consistent. If you want to build trust in an untrusting world, be consistent. Trust is built from consistency. Do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. Develop rhythms and rituals. Develop a time management system that you can consistently show up in certain ways. Set rules in your scheduling, in your calendar, so that you can show up consistently because you've managed your time that way. The next one to build trust is participate openly in team settings. Show your willingness to trust. So, you want others to trust you, but you need to extend trust to others. So, have that willingness to empower people and trust them. Listen actively. Really don't just listen so you can think about the next thing to say, but listen, really connect with people and have that compassion. Give feedback respectfully. So, it's this team communication. When you participate openly, it's another secret to building trust. And be honest, always tell the truth. Lies diminish trustworthiness. In a court of law, if they catch you lying once, they throw out your whole testimony, because we can't trust the testimony. And so, say what you mean what you say, don't say it mean. Do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. And help people. Authentic kindness builds trust. That compassion, that caring. Quit being so selfish. It's all, I have the same tendency too. It's easy to be selfish, take care of them, put my own oxygen mask on first and not care about others. But look, it's when we stop being selfish and we actually care about somebody else, this actually builds trust. Show your feelings. If you're happy about something, share it. If you're enthusiastic, if you're passionate about something, show it. Be open about your feelings. And if you're upset, communicate openly and honestly. Showing you care builds trust in you. And practice emotional intelligence. So that means managing your emotions and being sensitive to the emotions of others. Emotional intelligence is this two words that get thrown around a lot. And there's a lot of depth to it. Is emotional intelligence about your emotions, or is it about other people's emotions, or is it about sensitivity to others? There's a lot of aspects to this idea of emotional intelligence. But when you show your feelings and you've got some emotional intelligence, people, if you're open and honest, it is one of those things. It's one of those secrets that can help you build trust. And avoid too much self-promotion. Look, timid salespeople have skinny children. So if you're in business, you do need to let the world know what you're doing. But you need to recognize others. It's not just about I do. Constant self-promotion degrades trust. So, there's a little bit of self-promotion, but you care about others and recognizing others and realize other people are doing their things. We need to support others when we're not just self-promotional, but we actually realize other people need that space to promote themselves. If we don't want to just hog the mic, okay? And do what you believe is right. This is another secret to building trust in an untrusting world, is do what's right, even if it's not popular. Sacrificing your values degrades trust. So whatever your beliefs, whatever your values, don't sacrifice them. Be true to your values. Honesty is respected. Sometimes honesty is a little comfortable. Lies, honesty might rock the boat, but dishonesty, lies will sink the ship. So yes, people aren't trusted. Don't just agree. People don't just suck up to people. Don't be a sycophant. To tell people what they want to hear. Say the truth even if it's a little uncomfortable. Don't be willing to say no to people. Don't just be a yes man or woman all the time. And another secret to building trust is just admitting mistakes. Honesty encourages trust. Showing vulnerability builds trust. Tell people, I messed up. If you messed up, if you mess up, fess up. This is a secret to actually building trust. So, look, the most expensive thing in the world is trust. It can take years to earn, and it can actually, you can lose it in just a matter of seconds. So, look, are you looking for a business advisor you can trust? Reach out. I know a lot about marketing and I know a lot about sales, but I don't want to be known for those things. I'm more happy being known as a trusted advisor. Somebody, the clients that pay me a lot of money know that I won't steer them wrong. And so if you're looking for a business advisor you can trust, reach out. This is Joe Nicasio, your business advisor. God bless you and have an amazing morning, afternoon, or evening.